Why do we humans suffer? We humans are mostly unhappy because we believe in our own thoughts, and we avoid feeling what we feel in the pursuit of various desires. But there are many different reasons why we humans suffer and are unhappy. There I thought I will divide the reasons so that it becomes clearly. Physical suffering, emotional suffering, and mental suffering. Physical suffering. Physical suffering can occur if you have not eaten food. Our feelings of hunger make us angry. We have not drunk enough water and we experience a lower level of energy in the body that affect us negative. We have worked too much and we feel tired, which make us feel bad. We stress too much at work, and suffering can also occur if you have an illness. If you have the period as woman or hormonal disorder, you can feel suffering. When we have not slept enough, it can create emotional discomfort. When we have pure physical pain in the body, it causes us suffering. We can also experience physical suffering if anybody person use physical violence against us. Emotional suffering. Most emotional suffering comes from how we think and that we believe in our own thoughts as truth. Emotional suffering can also come from all your previous negative life experience, your traumas, and all your accumulated negative actions from your entire life. The consequences of not letting go of our negative feelings, facing them and processing them, are that we only build on our inner emotional blockage. The blockage grows bigger and bigger with us until a fine day when everything breaks down in a great mental, emotional, or a physical exhaustion. It is our emotional suffering that mostly control our choices and behaviors, and it is mostly our thinking that causes our emotional suffering. Everything in our inner life is connected, and all the different parts affect us all the time in different ways. Mental suffering. When you react and believe in a thought, you start your suffering. That is the real root of all your suffering, a reaction. If you do not react to your inner as outer life, no suffering can start within you. That is the law of nature. And that is what you will learn in this course. Living a life without reacting, evaluating, judging everything, which brings true inner peace, happiness and harmony. Most of our own suffering come from believing in our thoughts and that we constantly evaluate and judge ourselves, and we react to behaviors and opinions of those around us. We getting irritated by the behavior and opinions of others, and that only hurts ourselves. Our irritation doesn't not change anyone else. This process of evaluating and judging ourselves and our outer environment happens almost every minute throughout our everyday life. The process of evaluating and judging ourselves and everything else outside of ourselves is something we barely notice. The evaluating and judgment process happens super fast in the brain. What we technically do when we judge and evaluate something is that we react. Actually, you could say that it is not we ourselves that react, evaluate and judge, but it's our mind and brain that react, judge and evaluates automatically for us. We naturally react, judge and evaluate many things ourselves, but most of the time it's the brain and the mind that react, judge and evaluate for us according to a deep learning habit pattern in the brain. What we react to most are our own negative thoughts that we have about ourselves, and we react very strongly as soon as a negative feeling arises in the body. As soon as a negative feeling arises, we immediately seek out some desire that can remove the unpleasant feeling, and that only creates a new suffering. A negative reaction to a negative thought immediately gives birth to a negative feeling in the body, and the negative feeling in the body gives birth to a negative action, and the negative action gives birth to a new negative thought, which again gives birth to a new negative feeling, which again gives birth to a new negative action, etc. Living your life this way, of constantly reacting, evaluating, judging everything, and constantly avoid your feelings by seeking out something you can satisfy yourself with, is a very deep, purely reflexive behavior. That is why it is so difficult to change to new positive habits in your everyday life. The brain says no, it is too unsatisfactory to start a new habit. Help, where is my dopamine? With the help of the techniques in this course, you will be able to change this deep-rooted pattern in your life, so you can end your inner suffering. You will learn technically to rebuild your brain's reaction patterns through training in awareness and meditation. And then you practice your ability to become less reactive, non-judgment, non-evaluative, and you practice the ability to live beyond your thoughts. So when we learn to stop reacting to everything in our life, we stop our suffering in our life. But above all, we humans suffer because we believe in our thoughts. And that's what we will talk about in next chapter.